Hi guys, it's Colette. A wee coffee and chat. I've no idea what I'm going to put in it, but I feel as though I haven't chatted to you for ages. So grab a wee coffee or tea and come and spend a wee 10 minutes with me, and we'll see how you're all doing. So hope you're all well and doing fine. I know there's quite a lot of exhaustion and a lot of quite intense energies out there. And just have to do your best with them. I'm quite pale. I've got loads of blusher on, but I've had a few wee problems with my kidney, my renal stuff over the last few days, and pain in my back and a horrible rash that I get when toxins build up a wee bit. And just been really tired and a wee bit breathless and puffy, and it's just been a bit of a mess. But I've known my limitations, and the week's tarot card ahead that I've just done certainly is following on with that thought. So I hope you'll all tune into that, because it's quite an important wee sort of warning or a way to manoeuvre around the week ahead from Monday the 16th. So just to let you know, I'm maybe not chatted as much or replied as much, but it's because I've literally been sleeping and scratching and generally feeling blah. However, I do feel that, well, I wouldn't be doing the videos unless I felt a good bit better today, because that would be impossible. But just one of those weeks, I suppose. And there's been a lot going on. I'm sure you're all devastated with like the sense of what happened to the Bahamas, the hurricanes and other places it hits, but seeing the photos and the videos from the Bahamas, there's just not a lot left. But I hope that you'll join me in your prayers, in hoping for safety and a sense of rebuilding for the people of the Bahamas. And I hope that there's a communal sadness there. We don't know how many people have been killed yet, but they have, and there'll be a communal sadness there that maybe we could focus on as well, sending a lot of healing to. That's been a shame. Obviously, political systems have been all over the place, and I find that's been a bit exhausting too. But when I don't feel great, I must admit, I come offline and sleep or read a book, because I find it, even my eyes get tired. But so I've not been posting as much on social media in any form, just the things that really riled me, which I'll talk about, and I'll always sort of say things about, particularly on Twitter. So it was a lovely weekend last weekend. It was my elder daughter's birthday, and we were there with the whole family was there, and Alexander managed to roll over. Oops, I've just kicked my camera. Sorry. He's rolling over from his back to his front now. He's just a wee darling. We were all sitting at the dining table, and he was on my knee, and he was just like, I'm a big boy. I mean, he's only 4.5 months, but he was like cuddled in and like, yeah, I prefer this. I'm not going back to that sort of wee bouncy chair thing. So that was a delight. But even then, I could feel that something was building, because I was feeling a wee bit sick, and I was feeling really tired, and as though my muscles were very weak. So I kind of thought, and that was me just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So just going to take it easy until it passes, and I've got blood tests in another couple of weeks anyway, so I'm just leaving it to then, because no point in going earlier. Well, I probably couldn't get an appointment anyway earlier, so we'll just leave it and hope that nothing's changed too much. I'll keep you in the loop for that, but they won't be for maybe to the second week in October anyway, but we'll see. So, lovely weekend with the family, lots of laughter, lots of joy. It was really, really good. Um, and then the news and stuff, and I started to bought a couple of Christmas presents. My elder daughter's birthday, early September. Once that's done, I then focus on solstice and Christmas, because financially I'm getting a little bit every couple of weeks leading up to Christmas actually makes far better sense. And I'm just looking forward to the living room's been changed around. We've got, Jim and I have got recliner chairs in the living room that are very comfy, and we have an open fire, and it's not been on yet this year because it's not been necessary, but oh my goodness, I'm yearning for it. I'm well into autumn. The trees are turning outside, there's a wee nip in the air, and I opened the back door to let the dogs out last night, and one of the other cottages, I could smell the wood smoke from it. I was like, Jim, they've lit a fire, we've not got our fire yet. And he's like, we don't need it. And I'm like, well, it's autumn, so I'm hoping the temperature dips a bit so that I can have an open fire, because I'll tell you, I find snow and watching the salamanders in the fire, those two things as amazingly calming meditations. The snow one just puts me away, and that's why when I'm driving, if it's snowing, I keep sort of nipping myself, or eating a mint or something, because I find the whole thing quite mesmerising. And it's the same with the fire. We could have the TV on and other things going on, but I'll just be sitting gazing in the fire and I'm gone. Do you have things like that? Is there anything that sends you off into almost like trance, or that you choose to meditate with because it will calm you? I'd love to hear what you would say on that. With me, it's snowflakes, not so much rain. I like to sort of I like to stand in the rain actually, but that doesn't make me meditate. So it's snowflakes or the fire, and I want to see how many of you are similar. Also, I'd like to thank people for the massively good response we had. We had, it was White Storm and me. We did a meditation, a journey for meeting and healing your inner child. And I'd wanted to do it for a wee while, but I always wanted to write down notes on it, what I should say, what I should gather. And every time I went to do it, White Storm was like, nope, we'll do this when we're doing it. So a few weeks later, I'd done whatever videos I needed to do, and he was like, right, we're doing the inner child one. I was like, what with? And he was like, just me and you. And we just did it, and it turned out really nice. And there's people that have been using it and really getting upset, but in a good way, releasing trauma from childhood and forgiving their child, all sorts of things. And the words in that, people were saying the words were absolutely lovely, but all the time I was being led by White Storm, not necessarily with every individual word, but with what the energy of what was going to be said and in what way. And I think it worked really well, and I'm hoping it's one that will stand the test of time. So if you know anyone that could benefit from that, or maybe a wee group of you doing it together and then discussing, I would love to know. So please share that one if you can. I'll put a link to it in the description box below, and maybe on a card up here or here. And if you see nothing, I've forgotten and I've gone back to bed with bad kidneys, but I'll try. I'll definitely try. So that was a lovely response. And it wasn't just about, people's response to me. It was other people responding to other people and supporting them and loving them. And oh my God, it was wonderful. I just didn't expect people to just trust me so much to just go and do it, and they did. And I should know, because White Storm said now's the time, we're doing it. And he wouldn't do that unless it was the time for certain people, maybe even just one person to have it there and then at that time. So yeah, I was really, really, really happy that went well. So thank you. So what have we got? We've got weekly tarot card, and I've got the first of the new psychic development coming up, I think, on Sunday. I'm not really well enough to do mediumship this week, but hopefully by next week I'll be able to get onto it and enjoy it a wee bit, and it will not wear me out too much. And I think next Wednesday, it's next week anyway, I've done a reading from my book Fortune Killer. One of the chapters that explains about levels of spirit in its own way, you know, what levels so and so, what levels a spirit guide, what levels the supreme being, and stuff like that. Now, it's done in a very very, very, very funny and kind of humorous way, because the two spirit guides involved that are talking are Johnny Cash and Fred Astaire, and it's just a mad chapter from the book. So I thought I would read it. I don't think I've read it as well as I want to, but people seem to like me reading the book. So when that goes out, I'll also put Fortune Killer on Kindle up for like 99p or $1.20 or whatever, just as a wee thank you. And if you've not read Fortune Killer, it is a novel. It's dark humour. It's very much me. The sort of more darker, humorous side of myself is all in that book. And, you know, it was funny because I was still chuckling to myself while I was reading it. It's a book that I would want to read, and I think that as an author, that's one of the best things you can say about your own books, is that you would want to read them. So I'm proud of Fortune Killer. So we'll put it out at a good price on Kindle next week. And if you've not read it, it's Fortune Killer by Colette Clairvoyant. It's not a spiritual book as such, although it is, because it's got bits about angels, devils, karma, spirit guides, so you could learn quite a lot from it, magic, but you don't want to do the magic that's in the book, because basically the magic's used in murders, basically it's a dark humour book with a lot of magic, mystery and mayhem in it. So if you fancy getting yourself a copy, it will be on at 99p when the video goes out, because I'm trying to give some love to some of my other books. I'm writing my 10th book just now, and half the time I just focus on, there's the memoirs and there's the tarot book, and there's some good books out there that I enjoyed writing. Probably, I must admit, Fortune Killer gave me the most laughs and the most weird research. If anybody looked at my Google search, they would have put me away for life. I'm not kidding. I was Googling things like, how do you kill with a taser? Oh my God, you know, what is the toxin and such and such. And I remember looking at my Google searches and thinking, well, if anybody looks at this, I'm done. Anyway, so I hope you'll read Fortune Killer, and if you've read it and you enjoyed it, put a wee comment below if you would, and let other people know, because I think it's a book that it gets marginalised because it's not a teaching book. It is a novel, and I do novels occasionally because they're almost like a relief from the teaching videos, or books, or like the likes of the Afterlife book at the moment. It's taken quite a lot out of me, but I'm enjoying it, but I have to take it quite slowly, mainly because of health, but also I'm absorbing it as I'm going along. I'm learning from it because there's so many quotes in it from other people, and there's so many stories that have come from you that I feel as though I'm learning and advancing myself through this book. And in a way, it's because you're teaching me what you know, and then I'm giving you what I know, and we're putting it all together. And I think it's going to be very special. I really do. I hope so anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to have a very gentle weekend. Hopefully with a wee bit colder and maybe the open fire on. We'll see. And I just giving you out love and my support. Some of you are going through a lot of physical stuff at the moment. I know that the weather's changed. Those of us with arthritis and maybe joint problems do feel it when the weather changes, but keep nice and warm and take the supplements that you need. And I always think carnelian is a brilliant crystal for joint pain. I have one of these little arthritic nodules. They're in my fingers, but this is the worst one, and it almost pokes out the skin. And I just put carnelian crystal right on it. Sometimes I tape it on because it actually gives a lot of relief. So if you're struggling and you've maybe got a sore joint, or your hands are sore or whatever, try and nab yourself a carnelian crystal because they're brilliant. And yeah, look after yourselves. It's meant to be a week ahead where you only do what you can, and I hope that you'll bear that in mind, particularly when you listen to the weekly tarot card that I'll put up just after this. And let me know how the week goes for you, and enjoy restarting the classes, the development classes, because I do enjoy them. I really do, and I hope you enjoy them too. Thanks everybody who's supporting the channel through little coffees. They're $3, £3 each, and they really all do build up and they really help, which is fantastic. For those of you that are reading books and going ahead and leaving reviews and everything, I can't thank you enough for the support you give me and the channel. It's wonderful, and it makes me, if I get a wee message coming through or an email, and some emails just say, right, I know you're busy, but I just want to say thanks, love that video, sending you healing, bye. And it's like, wow, brilliant, thank you, love it. And it's these wee things that are great. If you've sent me a question on a video and I've done it if you've sent me an email to my email address and I've already covered it in a video, or I'm going to cover it in a video, I probably won't be able to answer you because there's so many people asking for the same things. And I'm working through, I know everything in my notebook, and I'm working my way through them when I can, so I can't reply to everybody on email, particularly when the same request. It doesn't mean don't email me, because it gives me a good idea of what the issues are or what people want at this particular time. So don't think that I don't read the emails. I do, as much as I can, but I can't. Oh my God, you don't want to see what the emails are when I open them up on a Monday morning. But I do take them on board, and know that if you've said a thank you, that it does me good. So have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the autumn weather if you're going into autumn or fall. Oh, I'm also going to put a link in the description box to 2 years ago. I did a video called the magic of autumn or fall, or the spirituality of autumn or fall, and I was going to do another one, but I quite liked the one from 2 years ago. It does show the various colours my hair's been in the length of this channel, though I don't think I've kept it the same colour for more than 3-4 months ago. So yeah, but I'll put a wee link to that one too, because I did enjoy that one, and rather than doing it again, I just feel as though it's relevant as it is. So have a wee look at that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do a link to, oh God, I've forgotten now. Yeah, links, and hopefully you'll follow them. So that's me, had my coffee with you. Love you to bits, and hopefully when I see you or do the next coffee in a week or so, I'll be brighter, a wee bit less pale. And we'll take it from there. So many blessings. I love you all. Thanks again. Bye.